anyone seeing that which is unclean unseemingly, and then responds saying, I'm only looking at the menu, I'm not going to order anything, they are only fooling themselves. This is Barry Phillips with 10 Minute Torah, day number 3 of the Torah portion, Nitzavim. Let's go now again to the book of Devarim, chapter number 29, Deuteronomy 29. And let's go to verse 16. For you know how we dwelt in the land of Nitzavim, and how we passed through the nations which you passed through, and you saw their abominations and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were with them, lest there should be any among you, a man or a woman or clan or tribe, whose heart turns away today from Yahweh our Elohim to go and to serve the mighty ones of these nations, lest there should be among you a root bearing bitterness and wormwood. So we justify ourselves sometimes. So, well, you just can't help it. It's everywhere. You're going to see it. Passing through this place of exile, as we watch the social, moral, and spiritual situation in America in particular decline, it's hard to keep your eyes from seeing what they shouldn't see. It's everywhere. Anywhere. So, passing through, we see that which is abominations. If you watch television, especially late at night, there are going to be commercials where it's homosexual couples being displayed. Why do we need to see that? We don't, but we're going to. Even in traditionally child-focused movie industries, Disney in particular, you would think, well, it's just child entertainment. It's actually been insidious for a long time, but it's blatant now. And so you can't allow your children to watch Disney productions much anymore, if at all. Things have deteriorated. The boundaries have been pushed. They're going to be pushed even further. We understand that man's depravity knows no boundaries. He is going to push and push and push until there are no boundaries whatsoever. Man believes himself capable of handling life and society without any rules, where any and everybody can do any and everything that they think or imagine without consequence and no questions asked. The truth is, such a society will implode and completely destroy itself. Yah is warning Israel, as you pass through and you see all these things, do not allow your heart to become captivated by it. Don't allow your mind to become intrigued by it. Don't stop to investigate. Don't even stop to look on and shake your head and say, oh, that's just terrible. Don't give it that much attention. A wise man preached many years ago, and I've used the same line. Just because, men, you see a woman in public that is scantily clad, you see her, you can't help the first look because it's going to be there. But what you can help is the second look. You don't have to give them the second look. The eye gate is one of the most powerful means of creating an allure or a fascination with what our minds then would deem exotic or even strange. And what it does in the human mind is it picks the idea of curiosity. It's easy to become intrigued to where we want to inspect, and then inspection leads to investigation, and investigation can oftentimes lead to experimentation. The human being, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, if you allow your mind to go outside our righteous standards and boundaries, it's easy to get captivated and led astray. And it's just the nature of living in exile. Many have wondered why all this over fascination or over focus on ended up in the land when the kingdom comes. It's because the nations do not accept the boundaries of the Torah. The Torah would have us to live righteously, to keep our minds and our beings and our eyes and our conversation and our conduct and our presentations pure and beyond reproach or question. Unfortunately, the nations do not see the same values or have the same boundaries. Therefore, when we are in exile among the nations, we are exposed. So we're flirting with disaster, as I opened up with. I'm looking at the menu, but I'm not going to order anything. No, you are flirting with disaster. By comparing that which is strange, exotic, fascinating, captivating, eye-catching, when you compare that to the routines, the continual line upon line focus of the Torah, studying the Torah every week, seeking to carry out the mitzvot, seeking to apply its word and its truth, its values to our being, to our innermost being, that which is strange and fascinating can be preferable. The human being, the flesh, says, I'm tired of the same old, same old. Let's go after something a little bit different. Just that thought, we have to seize that thought and bring it under subjection to the mastery of Yeshua, our Messiah. Easier said than done, I understand. But a willingness to indulge curiosity, it doesn't satisfy. It only brings about a sense of frustration and bitterness. When we are captivated, fascinated, intrigued, when we are allured, whether it's by sight of something, information of something, hearing some new thing, like the Greeks wanted to hear from Rav Shaul or the Apostle Paul, when we are constantly craving new, different, a change, chemically, that we have that dopamine rush from our brain into our being, and it's a rush. It's an exciting thing. The problem is it requires more and more and more and more in order to get the same effect. You find yourself becoming more and more indulgent to get the same effect. This is a road to disaster. Our fascination, our constant desiring, our yearning needs to be for Yah. Here's the issue. Walking with Yahweh is at times complicated. It requires focus. It requires meditation. It requires application of the word on a consistent and regular, steady basis. When we are down the road of gathering up golden nuggets of fascinating little insights, the dopamine falls. It's an exciting thing. When we're not getting the golden nuggets of, wow, that's great how that connects in Scripture, then it's living it out. Where's the rush? Where's the excitement factor? Where's the thrill factor? And so we find then that those who teach or who preach or who shepherd us, they have to go further and further to the edge of exciting things to draw a crowd. That dopamine rush only lasts for a little while as well. We need to become thrilled with Yah, fascinated with who He is. The unseen, the unknown of Him, the new of Him. If we think that we've explored all that can be found in Messiah, if we think that we've already read the stories so many times there can't be anything new in them again, if we think prayer is just a routine rehearsing of what we said yesterday, we're not really walking honestly with ourselves. That's a menu you need to look at, and that's a menu you need to order from. That's where we need to be focused. Yah is as exciting and fulfilling and desirable as we're willing to make Him and allow Him to be. Think on these things, and we'll see you again tomorrow. To then, shalom.